Hey, what's up, guys? It's Nick at the Lost River Driving, and I'm coming at you tonight to talk to you about something that's been bothering me for a while, that has been bothering a lot of us in the horror community for a while, and really just anybody that, collects physical media or anything like that. And I'm just going to cut right to the chase, and I'm not going to pussyfoot around. Today, Jeff Nelson of Scream Factory did a Scream Factory Q&A live on Instagram where they were fielding questions and whatnot. And of course, as always, a Nightmare on Elm Street complete collection box set got brought up, and here was his response.
More than to put out a Nightmare on Elm Street set like we did for Friday the 13th and years ago with Halloween. We believe that that franchise deserves that kind of treatment. We have tried. And at this point, we still just can't get to it. Now, I will say, to Cliff's credit, he is a persistent guy. And we just recently put out Child's Play 2 and 3 on 4K and Blu-ray for the first time for us. These are two titles that Cliff went after for years. Also, recently this year, we put out Alligator, which I think was 5 or 7 years to try to get from somebody else in the company. So never say never. But unfortunately, Nightmare on Elm Street isn't on the the lineup for next year or anything like that. But it's not like we won't keep trying.
Yeah, I mean, Warner Brothers, even though they haven't made a movie in many years, consider it an active franchise. And so they won't license something that's from an active franchise, which is what Universal told me for, at least 8 years on Child's Play. They said, hey, we're still making movies, so we don't feel comfortable licensing the title out. So yeah, you just keep asking, and I don't mind hearing the word no, so I just keep.
Now, first of all, it is nice to hear that Scream Factory has been trying to make this happen. We've been pushing for it for a long time. The noise has been out there. They hear it. They're acknowledging it. That's a really good first step. That's a big deal to know that they've been working their asses off at it. Secondly, it's nice to know that, I guess there were preliminary things in motion and then wrenches got thrown into the mix and whatnot. So there's been real progress here. But the biggest takeaway from this is simply that Warner Brothers, New Line Cinema, what the fuck are you doing? And I'm, pardon my French, but at this point, this is asinine. When my buddy Rudy sent me this clip, because I didn't watch this live, Rudy did. Rudy sent it to me. I immediately fired off a tweet because I just thought the rationale that Warner Brothers gave Scream Factory is so laughably false that I wish I could talk to some of the execs at Warner Brothers and be like, really? This is what you went with. You could have come up with a million different creative reasons as to why, and you come up with this bullshit. So as you heard in the video, it is solely, they're saying that it is still it's an active franchise. It's an active series. And with that, they don't want to license out the rights to create box sets, merchandise, whatnot, what have you, outside of their own umbrella, I guess. Which is hilarious because it was also mentioned that Universal tried to do that with Child's Play for a while, and then finally they were like, okay, whatever. That is the barometer here. That's the bar that you guys should be looking at because it just happened with Child's Play with the first 3 4Ks coming out, and Child's Play is still going. It had a theatrical remake 3 years ago. It has a second season of its TV show coming out this week. It is an active franchise. Halloween. Duh, it's an active franchise. We got a new movie coming out in 2 weeks, and they did a box set years ago. Right there, that one. Friday the 13th. Okay, I'll hear you on that one. That one's not active. Solely because of a court battle. But even then, they did it. That one right there. So, what are we doing here? At this point, Warner Brothers is sitting on an IP that means a lot to a lot of people. My co-host on the Uneeda Horror Podcast, Christian, this is his baby. This franchise it means everything to him. What Halloween means to me, Nightmare means to him. Freddy Krueger has always been my second favorite as well, so I love this series. I want a box set. I want these special features. I want these gorgeous transfers. I want a nice box set housed of all these movies with the big 3 on my shelves. Warner Brothers is sitting on this. and they won't do anything. You want to call it an active franchise, huh? It's an active series, right? Is that what you're calling it? Where you're not actively doing shit except sitting on your hands. You're not actively taking pitches. You won't even put out individual updated physical releases of some of these middle movies, some of these older movies. You won't do it. Where are the 4Ks? Where are the Blu-rays? Where is any of it? There's been no news of A Nightmare on Elm Street in over a decade. As far as we know, the Craven estate isn't even like pondering the idea right now. His family, for whatever reason, they're enjoying what they've got and they're comfortable with it. But Warner Brothers, New Line, you are literally the house that Freddy Krueger built. And you're just going to let him languish away into nothing? Forget a movie. I mean, I would love a movie, but forget that for a second. Put all that aside. For you to say this is an active franchise when you're not doing a damn thing with it is a bold-faced lie. There are people out there, tens of thousands of people, that would buy this stuff, that would wear this merchandise, that would proudly put these movies on their shelves, that would love the best possible transfer of these films that are so near and dear to them, that would love to look at behind the scenes stuff they've never seen before, new interviews, delve into audio commentaries, you name it. And rather than giving a shit about what any of those people want, mind you, it'll make you a boatload of money too. You just won't do anything. It's absurd. We are in a horror boom right now. And if you guys understand how this works, which I know a lot of you guys do, this isn't going to last forever. It's ebbs and flows. It's like a roller coaster. It'll peak for a few years, it goes back down again. Peaks again, down. We're in a peak or nearing a peak right now. And Freddy's nowhere to be seen. And again, the idea of this video isn't about a new movie. I'm just putting that out there. That y'all aren't even doing anything. It's disrespectful to the fans. It's disrespectful to all the people that put so much time and effort into these movies over the years. It's disrespectful to Wes Craven, personally. I'm just going to put it out there. It's disrespectful to him that a franchise that he created that was integral to his career, that he is widely known for, isn't being presented in the best quality it can be. I mean, I could go on and on down the line. Sure, I'm worked up because I think that the excuse that they gave is just utter bullshit. And I appreciate that Scream Factory is calling it out for what it is and telling people, well, here's the reason, and don't think it's because we haven't tried, because we have been trying. I respect the shit out of that. I love to hear that. But like Warner Brothers, sell the rights or get up off your fucking asses and do something with this property. It's that simple. Like it really is. It's that simple. Do one or the other. But get this shit over with, man. You're spitting in the faces of people that have watched these movies their entire lives. You're spitting in the faces of people that hold this so near and dear to their hearts. You don't know what you have. And you're wasting it away. Because you want to focus on the Conjuring franchise or whatever it may be. I love the Conjuring movies, okay? But it's the house that Freddy Krueger built. So guys, I implore you, do not turn down the volume on this. Do not. Keep asking for it. Keep talking about it. Keep bringing it up on Q&As. Do not let this die. I want this set. You want this set. People deserve this set. People deserve for Freddy Krueger to get his frickin' day in the sun. It's been long enough. And this is coming from a Michael fanboy. So if I'm going to bat for Freddy Krueger this vehemently, it's important. It's important to a lot of people. So anyway, you guys comment down below. Let me know what you think about this news and this bullshit excuse. What do you plan to do moving forward? What can we do? Let's discuss it down in the comments section. I love you all. Thank you so much for watching. Leave a like on this here vidya and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. This is Nick at the Lost River Drive-In, and I'm pulling out.